All right, so we have to troubleshoot this computer. It is giving issue. Oh, is there even a drive in it? First, we're gonna take out this graphics card just for if it decides it wants to boot to that. I don't know why that would be an issue. I don't see it as an issue, but maybe. So there's no drive in it, so we're gonna take this Toshiba, the 256. I used it with XFCE, and it already has LM Studio on it, so it can already run LLMs. I'm gonna just take the SATA cable. Come here. Plug that in. Oh. Like, oh shit. And we're just gonna kind of just let that dingle dangle there. Make sure the monitor's on. We're gonna try to, okay, monitor's on. Is this plugged in? Okay, it's plugged in. Lights on. Perfect. So we have our, let me see if I can just show you all. Okay, lights on. Oh, keyboard's turning on. Fans are on. Okay. Maybe it'll boot. We'll give it just a minute. Hopefully it works. Oh! Booted straight into XFCE. Perfect. So there was really no troubleshooting to do, which is awesome. It just booted up. So this computer had sat out for, I want to say 2 months. It rained probably a dozen times, and it just stayed out there. And it still turns on and works. Let's see if we can do the system. Let's see. I want to see what everything's detecting as, and a GUI. I want it to be like, what CPU do we have, and so on and so forth. And I can't remember where that setting is. So, should keep scrolling. Huh, where should we just go over here? No, the settings. We don't have a network connected right now though, so. Oh, maybe it is. Oh. Cool. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. About me? Oh, desktop. Bro, let's just change it. That's kind of cool. Change the background. Okay. Perfect. So we got that set up. Let's actually just pull this. We have this little thing right here from, this is a network adapter. So throw that into the USB port. Oh, make sure that. Never mind. Other way. Boop. Okay. Boop. See if it turns its light on. We should. We're gonna block this part of the screen so I don't see my network. Okay. That should connect us over. What's our power profile settings? Okay, connection established. Perfect. So I know we have LM Studio on here. Probably in the file manager. So perfect. So this did not end up turning into as much troubleshooting as it did. We're just gonna see if this will run an LLM real quick. Let's execute. Perfect. LM Studio opened. Let's close CLI. Let's download the update. 0.332. Oh, build to. We're not even going to worry about that. Let's just stay on this one. We'll have plenty of LLMs to work with. Let's see, set hardware. Here, we can read it. CPU architecture incompatible. Why? This is AVX. That's just for Llama though. Harmony chat answer render way, maybe. Okay. I want to see why though. Okay, so if we can't do that, you know what we could do is we do need a server. Or let's try a Jan AI. Go here. Jan AI. Which I think goes off of Huggy Face or whatever it's called. That's for Debian. App image. See if it'll work. Open the file. Or not. Okay. Let's go downloads. Jan. Open with disk image master. That's odd. I don't think it's going to work if we download it again. Could this have been a 3rd gen? What CPU? Let's see what CPU I have. It's not what we want. I was hoping there'd be like a website that would just. That works. You could just LS CPU. Okay. By order. Oh no! It's a 2600. It's an i7 2600. Let's go look at the stuff. 32 nanometer process, 4 core, 8 thread. Q1 of 2011. Ended service 2019. HD 2000, PCI 2.0. Intel V Pro. We do have the V Pro. Excuse me. Let's see. i7 600 AVX. Two. So, okay. All right, neat. So we are not going to end up using this because it is a 2600 V Pro, not a 4th gen. So we do not even have the 4th gen variant. We have the 2nd gen, which is extremely unfortunate. So we are going to just do have to update. I think it's the password. I don't know my password. Okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter because we're gonna try to plug a couple more drives into this, see if we can format them, and then put Ubuntu server on it in order to run it as a probably run something similar to Jellyfin or run our own like cloud off of it because it has enough power. And we're also gonna throw some more RAM into it, so let's just start that right now. So just power this booger off, shut down. And first what we're gonna do is go steal some RAM from, where's the computer? Where's the other computer? It's over here. Our 1st gen, we're gonna move this coffee so we don't spill it. I'm gonna move it with this 1st gen. Take 2 DIMMs out of this. We're gonna move over here and just install these. Oh, they're Crucial. Nice. I've had no problems with Crucial at all. I love Crucial, so it's nice to see. Install those. That'll be 12 gigs. We'll move this back over. So now this is just left with 8. Which I don't know what we can really do with it, so I'm not rightfully too worried. So I have these 2 drives right here. They're 500 gigs. These 2 500 gig drives off of this 256. And actually, my main desktop also has a terabyte drive that I've had problems with just in Garuda. So we're going to take that booger out and place it in there. I think the formatting of it's wrong. We have a couple drives. Okay. So we have, as options, we have this 500, this 1 terabyte. And we have these 2 Hitachi 500 gig drives. So yeah. We're going to keep this 256 as a boot because it's an SSD and it's going to run faster. And I don't think we're going to just play it safe. We're going to boot it with the new RAM. And let's see, where's our SATA power? How much of it do we have? Okay, so we have enough for, oh, it's an extender. That's awesome. Look at that. We have a 1 power to 2 SATA power extender right here. So we can run 1, 2, 3. And how many more slots do we have? We only have 2 more, 2 more SATA ports, it looks like. It doesn't stop us because we also, this external drive, I'm pretty sure it's dead. So we can crack it open, just attach another drive to it, make it an external drive. As long as it's not one of these, because this draws more power. So let's try this. Should I go 1 terabyte in? Take the powers first. And this is going to be a janky. Just going to leave the drives kind of just hanging out. Break it. Let me roll. That. So we really don't need this extender. I'm gonna take this off and save it for another thing because that's cool. I want it, and that will prove useful later, especially with some other hardware I have laying around that we pulled from an older server, some more legacy hardware. So yeah, we just got a super awesome setup. We just got hard drives and whatnot running around. Let's see if it boots. Just off. Okay. I'm gonna take these drives and set them to the side. Nope. I don't think this does SATA though. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, but that doesn't stop us. It doesn't mean we can't get an adapter or anything of the sort. So we have a RAID card right here. Sorry, this is for the battery. But look at the ports. We don't have any drives that fit that, but we can get an adapter, or we can just buy some old used server parts, which would be quite helpful in that instance. Also, LTTstore.com. I don't think they sell them anymore. It's a scribe writer. And the LTTstore.com again. LTT screwdriver, the Noctua edition. Okay, keyboard's working. It might be trying to determine what drive to boot off of, so let's just hit Del the delete button a bunch of times until maybe or escape F4, Del, and F11, because those are always the UEFI BIOS buttons, one of them, depending on what your manufacturer is. We need a second power supply just for PCIe, so then we can just, or we need a power supply for projects like this. I need a spare one. And one of the power supplies where you can adjust the voltage and ampage would be awesome, along with another computer power supply. That's spinning. That's spinning. Oh, are they labeled as SATA 1, 2, and 3? Yeah. Okay. There's part of our problem. Okay, turn that off. So 2 is connected to this, but it was the only drive in, so it's going to default. This is 1, and this is 0. So I'm going to adjust this. Now, try to reach this cable over here. Okay, so that's now on 0. 1 is over here, and 2. Oh, wait. 2 is going to go right here. Let's try that again. Maybe because it's on 0, it'll default over. Seemingly a little more promising. And in the meantime, we can get a version of Ubuntu server downloaded. And we only have AVX, so I have to keep that in mind for some like video encoding and whatnot. Let's see. I'm just gonna move this. I'm gonna do Ubuntu server. We need these. Oh, display plug again. Maybe we need to take out the drives and we're being too wishful with initialize the drive. Maybe we're being too wishful with the RAM. That might be part of our problem. If we take out the drives and check it, it's probably the safest bet. But it's all turning on, so let's give it a minute. So do we want long-term support or 9 months of security? Real until July of 2026. Okay. I think we're just gonna go with this one. This server's not gonna be up that long, and it's running on something fairly old, so I'm not too worried. I think I gotta find. Okay, I have Belena Etcher on here, so gold. Come on. Oh, they have a CLI cheat sheet. We're gonna download that too. Oh, we gotta put in our information. Oh, that's fine with me. No. Put my phone number. Okay, that's fine. Is it seriously telling me to put in a valid number? That is my number. I'm gonna put in my old number. That's not a valid number? Let me put in. Okay, that's a valid number. Maybe not. Okay. It's because I didn't put company name or job title, it seems. Okay, so the computer's not going to boot. We're going to download this cheat sheet. Boop. Downloaded it. Perfect. So we got the... Let's see. We got our Ubuntu server 25.1 live server downloading. There's about 10 minutes on it. And we have our cheat sheet down. So we're just going to move this out of the way. We're going to troubleshoot the computer. That's on my other laptop. Perfect. We're going to go over here and power this back off. Okay. Take these drives out and see if the RAM might be the issue. If the RAM's the issue, we can live with 8 gigs. I'd much rather not, but let's see if it'll boot with just that. Oh. I think it's the RAM. I know it works in the other one. And if we took all the RAM from the other one, because those are 2 gig DIMMs, it wouldn't work. Okay. So let's just pull these out. Pull these out. These are, yeah, Micron manufactured part. Okay. I'm just gonna throw away the fucking Secondo. Yeah, this is the same. These are mixed match. This has dual side on chips. It's a single side. These are 2 different sticks. Wait, look at that. They're both 2 gigs, but not the same sticks. We'll just leave those over there. Try booting now with the original RAM. Oh, hopefully that works. Come on. Just want you to boot. Come on. Let's revert it back to the exact same way it was earlier. So we have this over here, well, pretty much the same way. This was plugged into 2 instead of 0. Oh. Power in. News, we're gonna unplug it. Wait a second. What is this? Kind of curious if that has something to do with it. Let's hold this button in and see what happens. Oh. That's ramping up quite a bit. Don't know whether to be worried or not. Come on. Give me some hope. The other one booted easier than this. I don't want to do that right now, Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, so it's been a while, so let's see if maybe the CPU's overheating and just not turning on. Let's take that cooler off and unplug it. At least the power. And see if this may be the issue. That's getting rather warm. Feels rather warm right here. So there is a high chance it's overheating, and that might be our issue. We have no thermal paste with us right now, so it's going to be interesting. You know, ketchup works as thermal paste for about 3 days, and then it like clumps up and becomes terrible. It holds temps though, really rather well. I'm gonna try that on one computer, on a Core 2 Duo though. So I'm not sure how much you want. Oh, that is dry and paste. Yeah. And you come here, you look at that, like that is dry. That could be our reason right there. Look, it's almost all gone. So yeah, I think it's just overheating right now. No, we'll just set that back in. So this computer is gonna be left alone for the moment. We got it to boot once, gotta do a little bit of maintenance. And now there's gonna be a part 2 with Ubuntu server in it though, which we just got downloaded. So yeah, we're gonna end up taking that drive, putting it in the other computer, setting up Ubuntu server, then moving it back over to this computer because this one's a little bit more powerful. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. We'll get a part 2 of this and see if we can get this computer running. It's been a good one, so I'll see you on the next one.